Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Surah 22 of the Holy Quran, al-Hajj. Verse 1 to 34. I seek refuge in Allah from the devil eater. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. O mankind, fear your Lord. Indeed, the convulsion of the final hour is a terrible thing. On the day you see it, every nursing mother will be distracted from that child she was nursing, and every pregnant woman will abort her pregnancy. And you will see the people appearing intoxicated while they are not intoxicated, but the punishment of Allah is severe. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge and follows every rebellious devil. It has been decreed for him, every devil, that whoever turns to him, he will misguide him and will lead him to the punishment of the blade. O people, if you should be in doubt about the resurrection, then consider that indeed we created you from dust, then from a sperm drop, then from a clinging clot, and then from a lump of flesh formed and unformed, that we may show you. And we settle in the wombs whom we will for a specified term. Then we bring you out as a child, and then we develop you that you may reach your time of maturity. And among you is he who is taken in early death, and among you is he who returns to the most decrepit old age, so that he knows after once having knowledge nothing. And you see the earth barren, but when we send down upon it rain, it quivers and swells and grows something of every beautiful kind. That is because Allah is the true reality, and because he gives life to the dead, and because he is over all things competent. And that they may know that the hour is coming, no doubt about it, and that Allah will resurrect those in the graves. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge or guidance or an enlightening book from him, twisting his neck in arrogance to mislead people from the way of Allah. For him in the world is disgrace, and we will make him taste on the day of resurrection the punishment of the burning fire, while it is said, that is for what your hands have put forth, and because Allah is not ever unjust to his servants. And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge. If he is touched by good, he is reassured by it, but if he is struck by trial, he turns on his face to unbelief. He has lost this world and the hereafter. That is what is the manifest loss. He invokes instead of Allah that which neither harms him nor benefits him. That is what is the extreme error. He invokes one whose harm is closer than his benefit. How wretched the protector, and how wretched the associate. Indeed, Allah will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds to gardens beneath which rivers flow. Indeed, Allah does what he intends. Whoever should think that Allah will not support him, Prophet Muhammad, then in this world and the hereafter. Whoever should think that Allah will not support him, Prophet Muhammad, in this world and the hereafter, let him extend a rope to the ceiling and cut off his breath, and let him see. Will his effort remove that which enrages him? And thus have we sent it, the Quran, down as verses of clear evidence, and because Allah guides whom he intends. Indeed, those who have believed in those who were Jews, and the Sabians, and the Christians, and the Magians, and those who associated with Allah, Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection. Indeed, Allah is over all things witness. Do you not see that to Allah prostrates whoever is in the heavens, and whoever is on the earth, and the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees, the moving creatures, and many of the people? but upon many the punishment has been justified. And he whom Allah humiliates, for him there is no bestower of honor. Indeed, Allah does what he wills. These are two adversities who have disputed over their Lord, but those who disbelieve will have cut out for them garments of fire poured upon their heads will be scalding water, by which is melted that within their bellies and their skins, and for striking them are maces of iron. Every time they want to get out of it, hellfire, from anguish, they will be returned to it, and it will be said, taste the punishment of the burning fire. Indeed, Allah will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds to gardens beneath which rivers flow. They will be adorned therein with bracelets of gold and pearl, and their garments therein will be silk. And they had been guided in worldly life to good speech, and they were guided to the path of the praiseworthy. Indeed, those who have disbelieved and avert people from the way of Allah and from our Masjid al-Haram, which we made for the people, equal are the resident therein and the one from outside. And also whoever intends a deed therein of deviation in religion by wrongdoing, we will make him taste of a painful punishment. And mention, O Muhammad, when we designed for Abraham the site, when we designated for Abraham the site of the house, saying, do not associate anything with me, and purify my house for those who perform tawaf, and those who stand in prayer, and those who bow and prostrate, and proclaim to the people the Hajj pilgrimage. They will come to you on foot and on every lean camel. They will come from every distant path, that they may witness, attend, benefits for themselves, and mention the name of Allah on known specific days, over what he has provided for them of sacrificial animals, to eat of them and feed the miserable and poor. Then let them in their untidiness and fulfill their vows, and perform tawaf around the ancient house. That has been commanded, and whoever honors the sacred ordinances of Allah, it is best for him in the sight of his Lord. And permitted to you are the grazing livestock, except what is recited to you. So avoid the uncleanliness of idols, and avoid false statement, inclining only to Allah, not associating anything with him. And he who associates with Allah, it is as though he had fallen from the sky, and was snatched by the birds, or the wind carried him down to a remote place. That is so, and whoever honors the symbols, rites of Allah, indeed it is from the piety of hearts. For you therein, the animals marked for sacrifice are benefits for a specified term. Then, their place of sacrifice is at the ancient house. And for every religious community we have appointed a rite of sacrifice, that they may mention the name of Allah over what he has provided for them of sacrificial animals. For your God is one God, so to him submit. And O Muhammad, give good tidings to the humble before their Lord. All praises due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. Glory be to Allah. Subhanallah. Allah is the greatest. Allahu Akbar. There is no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. I bear witness to the fact that there is no deity worthy of worship but Allah. Allah is one and has no partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the final messenger and the seer of the Anbiya. Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah. Allah is one and has no partners. Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Surely, there is no power or might except with Allah. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Peace and blessings be upon the prophets, messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, especially merciful. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.